Our responsibility as Christians is to take what God's given us, leverage it, use it, execute on it for the greatest impact. His Way at Work is a nonprofit business that works directly, hand in hand with business owners, with their leadership teams, and with their employees to help them to develop and to execute an operating system for caring in and through their business that is structured, that's sustainable, it's repeatable, it takes the load off the CEO alone and spreads it out throughout the organization, provides measurements and metrics and KPIs, and then reports those back to leadership. And when you put that kind of a business function to this caring, it can accelerate your culture improvement. It can reduce very key numbers in your expense structure, turnover and training and so forth, and can have a huge impact, not just on the bottom line of the business, but on the eternal return, because it's something that's systematic and sustainable. Each of us as a believer, as a disciple of Jesus, is given spiritual gifts, financial resources, relational influence, and circles of influence. We're given a set amount of resources, and we're to use that while we're here for that return that Jesus is looking for, so that when we are held accountable at the end, we can report back on all that we've done with what He gave us to use. So if I'm a business owner, in my mind a business steward because He owns it, then that business needs to be used in that way. If I am an entry-level employee at a company, but I've been given the spiritual gift of compassion and mercy, then I need to use that in a way that impacts people and points people to God. So it's really just, what are your resources, and 7-day impact, not one day here and one day there, but it's all the time, everywhere we are, pointing people to God. The need in specific businesses that His Way at Work can help address is many, most, I'm going to say greater than 80% of the CEOs and business owners I talk to prior to going into a relationship with us. And they give me various pain points like, I want to operate this business in a way that honors God. I want to do more with the business, but I just don't have the time. So time, energy, bandwidth, they just don't have the time. Another complaint I hear is, I want to do it, but how? How do I do it? How do I do it in a way that doesn't require, one, me to put all my time into it, but two, that's the most efficient, right? How do I not make the same mistakes that I know I'm going to make if I try this from a trial and error standpoint? We've already been down that path with 165 companies in 8 different countries between North, Central, and South America. We know what the problems are going to be before you experience them. We can help you avoid those sticks in the eye that are so painful, that can frankly stop your progress. What His Way at Work does is comes in and puts in a system that takes the primary load of work off of the CEO business owner and distributes it across the team. So therefore, bandwidth is no longer a problem. It also lays out a very specific step-by-step plan. We walk through the business with the business owner through this strategy and this plan, and we walk them down a path that they don't have to say how anymore. They just say, wow, so how do I do this? How do I do this? And we walk them through it. And the way we do it with this caring team idea, with entry-level employees being the engine of the system, it gets buy-in from them because they see, wait a minute, the owner has put money to this issue. He or she has given this caring team, these entry-level employees, this budget to work with, and they have never had anybody else's money that they have charge over. And suddenly they take an ownership in this whole process and they start engaging in it. And pretty soon the culture around that company has changed because the owner has said, I'm willing to put money into this and I'm willing to give somebody else the charge over it. And when you do that and you measure and you track your KPIs and you report it back and you continue to improve, it's unbelievable the change that can happen in a company. We're not the only solution to this deal, right? A business owner could do everything I just described without us. But we've got a process that's proven, that's been proven out many, many times, And we can come in and walk you straight through it instead of you taking 2 to 3 years to figure it out yourself. My encouragement would be for business owners and leaders to just stop. First of all, just stop. Get off the merry-go-round for a day, for an hour, and take a look at the resources God has put in your possession for a season, in your stewardship for a season, and start thinking about simple, easy to step into actions you could take right now, and just do something to get on the path. Open a meeting in prayer, right? We've seen that can have huge impact, but do something down that path and let God know, I'm in. And then ask Him, what's next?